Hi, I'm Colton with Porsche Center Calgary, and this is one of our in-stock 2018 Macans. And the first thing that jumps out to me about it is that it's actually a color for a change. We have so many that are black and white and gray, so it's nice to see something with a little bit of color. The exterior on this one is it's called Night Blue Metallic. It's a very, very dark metallic blue. This is a color that when it's in the showroom or if it's outside on an overcast day, it looks almost black. It's barely even blue. But when the sun hits it, it really sparkles. It's a color that really changes a lot depending on the light it's in. It's only been out for a couple of years now, but it's become very popular. People really like this color, myself included. It's pretty nice. Inside, some color as well. The vast majority of what we'll sell will just have the black interior, which is fine. It's durable. It's everybody wants it, so it holds its value later on. But it can get a little bit old, and it's just black, all black, everything. So this two-tone is black and Luxor beige inside. So, and on that note, actually, I'll mention, you used to be able to get a full beige interior, which they don't do anymore. Now they have the black and beige only, and it's much better for a few reasons. Firstly, with this black and beige, you have the black upper dashboard, right? When that was beige, it really reflected a lot onto the windshield and really impeded your kind of vision outwardly. Not the case, obviously, with the black. You'd save that reflection. Steering wheel is also black, and those old beige steering wheels, it's nice, it's lighter, it's all that, but as much as we don't like to admit it, your hands can be pretty dirty, and that really shows up when we get one in on the second-hand side. They tend to be pretty grimy. You've really got to scrub them down. Then the carpets are black here as well, which is probably the highest kind of dirt traffic area, obviously, with your, the dirt and mud on your shoes really comes off on the beige carpets. Hard to get it off. So with the black and beige, it's a great combo. You have a little bit lighter kind of cabin feel with the beige on the seats and the lower dash and the lower part of the doors, but it's still black in all the parts that it kind of needs to be. So a great combination here. Beyond the colors, some of the options on this one, wheels are the 18-inch Macan S wheel. Same size as the base wheel, just a slightly different style. You've got kind of that split spoke look, which is pretty nice. More popular, I'd say, than the base one. Only a few $100s extra. And then, as with most of these cars, we put in the Premium Plus package, which gives you a few things. A seat upgrade to the 14-way adjustable seat, so you have the thigh extension and lumbar support. You also get memory as part of that, both driver and passenger, so you can store your seat and steering wheel positions, but it also stores everything else, your whole kind of profile. But things like which radio stations, obviously, your presets, but also how long you'd want your headlights to stay on when you turn the car off, any of those little settings that you can play with. Those are all stored in those memory profiles too. Also, with that package, you get ventilated seats. You'd have heated already as standard, but you add the cooling. You add heat in the back, also heated seats, that is. You get a headlight upgrade, so you get the bi-xenon dynamic lights. So they have the 4-point LED running lights still, and then they'll turn with the steering wheel. That's the dynamic part, and look further down the road as you speed up. They work really quite well. And you'll get the headlight washers as part of that also. Every fifth time you pull the stalk to spray your windshield, it'll spray the headlights too. As well, you get the audio upgrade to the Bose, which is pretty significant. The base system is fairly basic, to be honest, but the Bose is a really nice upgrade. So that's part of the package too. So is the panoramic roof. If you don't get the panoramic roof on these cars, you don't have a sunroof at all. So something to keep an eye out for. Most of our inventory will have that panoramic roof, but some of them won't, so do be aware of that. And then you get the Porsche Entry and Drive, it's called, where you can just leave your key in your pocket, touch the door handle to unlock it, and then there's just a groove on the handle here that you lock the doors with. And it's the same for all four. You can use the back doors for those functions as well. So that's the Premium Package Plus. I've said many times, once you have that package, I think you really have everything that's a must-have. So you don't need to add much beyond there. You can, and there's lots of options, and they're all cool, but you don't need all of them, really. One thing that I do recommend, and that we'll also put on most of our cars over and above that package, is the lane change assist. This one has that too. That's the blind spot warning. So it lights up just inside your side mirror here if somebody's in your blind spot, and if you signal while they're there, then it flashes to draw your attention a little bit more. You don't ever get a beep with that with Porsche. It's a little bit more subtle. It's still noticeable for sure, but there isn't a beep. You do also, I should mention, get lane departure warning as standard. So if you drift out of your lane, it will make a noise to warn you of that. However, if you don't like that feature, you can still just press the button and deactivate it. And then lastly, the last option we added is something called Connect Plus, which I think there's some kind of confusion about what does that mean, what am I paying for in that. Primarily people get it for Apple CarPlay. That's kind of the most desirable aspect of the system, right? So then you can plug in your iPhone and use all of your apps on the screen. It works very well. More apps are compatible with it all the time. You also get a few other things though. If you want to tie it to the data on your phone or get a dedicated SIM card, which you can just plug into the dash, then you get weather information, traffic news, lots of really cool stuff. And we noticed recently that a lot of the cars nationwide don't have that, but most of ours do. And we really see a lot of value in it and see that, you know, moving to the next model year, to 2019, most of that system is going to be standard, which I think means if you're buying an 18 that doesn't have it, it feels older sooner than it should, right? So we've put that in most of our cars. It's there, you know, they feel a little bit higher tech for it, and it's worth having for sure. So that's kind of what we've added to this one. Really nicely optioned car. As I say, all the important stuff, and finally, some color for a change. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Keep scrolling, check out all our inventory, and pay us a visit. We'd love to take you for a drive. Thanks again.